Hi, this is a quick video to show how to replay game files from the World of Warships game client. Some friends have been asking about this recently. I think it's actually a really neat thing to be able to do so that you can kind of see how you were doing in the game after you play, and you have more time to kind of be more aware of the mini-map and stuff while you're targeting ships and whatnot. It's easier to not have tunnel vision after the fact. It's actually really easy to do. I don't know why Wargaming doesn't make it even easier to replay these, but it's not too bad to figure out. You're going to need to know where you've installed the World of Warships game client to. If you go ahead and you open the game launcher and go under settings, under auto updates, you'll be able to see what folder you installed World of Warships to. It's probably a little hard to see in this video because of the resolution I run my screen at, but hopefully you can see how to do that. And you can open up a Windows File Explorer, go to that location in your on your Windows File Explorer, and this is basically where all the game files reside. One of the folders that's worth pointing out while we're here, the screenshot subfolder, is where your recent screenshots that you've taken hitting print screen in the game appear. But there's also this replays folder, and the game client will store the most recent 30 games, I think it is, in this folder. And you don't have to do anything to make this happen. That's the default value, the way the game works. In old versions of the client, you had to actually configure this option to turn it on, but in recent versions of World of Warships, it just started saving recent replays automatically. So these should just already be here waiting for you. You probably won't have the little icon along the left-hand edge. That appears after you've actually replayed the files, and Windows knows what icon to put on them. But your files should all be here. There'll all be a WoW's replay folder, now a file extension rather. These are not video files. You can't play these in like Windows Media Player. They're specifically for the World of Warships game client, and you need to replay them in that game client and then use some other software to record it as a video. In this case, you can see I'm actually using Screencast-O-Matic, and that was just because it would let me switch between applications, so I think you'll be able to see the whole process. For recording just the game, I probably would have used the Windows Xbox Game Bar, which is free and I find to be a little bit easier to use. But in any case, the purpose of this video is to show you how to replay these files themselves. If you select one of them and then right-click on it, not left-click like you would to start an application, but right-click with the mouse, it will pull up this menu, and you'll see there's a bunch of options, and many of these options I have, you probably don't. It's just because of other things I do with my computer. But go ahead and click Open with, now in my case, you can see I've got the client runner listed already, but that's just because, once again, I've done this before on this computer. You probably won't see that. You can go ahead and choose another app. Don't search the store. Choose another app. You already have the game installed. You're going to go to scroll all the way down to More Apps, and you'll see there's Look for another app on this PC. Go ahead and click that. And you're going to go to that same location we did a moment ago. You're going to go to where the game was installed. This time, select that World of Warships EXE. And you may not see the EXE, depending on how you have Windows configured. It often hides the extensions for known file types. But you should see World of Warships with a little anchor icon next to it. You can go ahead and click that. I think it'll actually say EXE down the file name in the dialog down here. And then you click Open. And what you're going to see here, you probably won't be able to hear me here in a second, so I'll stop talking. You can see but you can see this has started the game client just like as if you were going to play the game off the desktop. If you didn't know, you can actually click mouse button twice to stop the intro video from playing, which is what I did there. It doesn't change how long it takes for the game to load, I don't believe, but in any case, the game will load, and instead of going to port like you usually would, it's going to put you into the launch screen for your game where you were kind of waiting for the game to start. Once again, mine might look a little different than yours. I have a mod installed that gives me a nice condensed preview of the game that's coming up all in one screen. But you'll see what you saw when the game started, which is probably the mission screen for most people. And then, bang, you're in the game. And this will now show everything. Sorry, I forgot about jingles doing the little intro there. Now you're replaying the game. You can sit back and watch, and it will show everything that you saw during the game. Now, there's commands or keystrokes you can use to take control of the view and whatnot. I'm not going to cover those in this video. All I'm trying to do is show you how to, just trying to show you how to replay the file itself. And there's wiki pages and stuff that have the actual in-game controls you can use. So hopefully that was helpful to you in learning how to replay these files. It's a really neat way to go kind of back and really evaluate how you did and see things after the fact.